Hello! Today we're going to be playing a fun game to practice our multiplication skills. If you go in your packet where it says math, under the Farmer Brown problem that we did yesterday, it says connect for addition review. Now if you actually click on the link and start looking through the directions, this is actually a game to practice our multiplication skills, not addition skills, and it's a version of Connect 4. So our paper that we're going to need looks like this. You should find it in your packet right near where you had your ruler and tangram pieces. And if you are using the online packet and you can't print it out, you're going to want to make a game board just like this one down here on a separate piece of paper. So why don't you go ahead and pause the video while you find this paper, and then once you have it, play the video. Up at the top it says the things that we're going to need for this game. It says game markers, at least 10 per player. So the game markers are just going to go down and cover these numbers. You can use anything from other board game pieces to M&Ms, Cheerios, rocks, whatever you have at home. I'm going to use Post-it note and cut it up into some smaller pieces and put over top of my numbers on my game board. The game also says you want 2 players to play, so if you have mom or dad or grandma or grandpa at home to play with, you could get them to play, or a brother or sister, or if you're like me, I'm going to play with my friend Leo the Leopard. So in this video, I'm going to go through an example of the game, and then you can watch my example and go through it with me, and then hopefully you'll understand how to play and then can go play some games of your own afterwards. So before we begin, let's read the directions on the top of the page. Right here, up here where it says directions, I'm going to start at number 1. Each player picks a different color marker. Decide who will be the first player. So I'm going to use these pink sticky notes as my markers, and Leo's going to use blue. And I think I want to go first. Number 2. The row of numbers at the top of the game board are the numbers that can be used to make the multiplication problems. Each player puts a marker on one of the numbers. Players can also put their marker on top of another marker to make a problem like 4 times 4. So those are the numbers up here. Each player is going to take a turn and cover up a number. You can cover up the same one if you want, and those are going to be the numbers that we multiply together. Number 3. The first will multiply the 2 covered numbers and place his or her marker on the product. Once a product has a marker on it, it cannot be used again. So once you multiply your numbers up top, you're going to find the product or the answer. You see I labeled product down here. These are the products. So we're going to find our product out of this game board, and we're going to cross it out or cover it up with another one of your markers. So if I did 5 times 3, I would find 15 in the bottom and cross out 15. If 15 is already crossed off, then you can't cross it off again. So you'll have to choose new numbers to make a product that hasn't been crossed off yet. Number 4. The second player can move either marker at the top of the game board to make a new problem. However, each player can only move one of the markers. So you'll have 2 markers up here covered, and to do the next move, the second player will move 1 and cover up another number. And we'll repeat it over and over until the game is done. Number 5. Strategy is important. Not only are the students trying to be the first player to get four of the markers in a row, they're also trying to keep the other player from getting 4 in a row. So just like in normal Connect 4, I am trying to get 4 in a row, but so is Leo. So at the same time I'm trying to get 4 in a row, I have to block it so he can't get 4 in a row. Number 6, the first player to get 4 markers in a row is the winner. So now that we have read through the directions, we are ready to play. So to start off our game, I am going to put my little marker on top of the number 2, and Leo here is going to put his marker on top of the 6. So our game board now looks like this. I covered up the 2, and Leo covered up the 6. So now we multiply 2 times 6 together. 2 times 6 makes 12. And since I'm going first, I get to put my marker on the product. So 2 times 6 is 12. I found 12 right here. And I'm going to put my marker, one of them, right on top of the product. So now 12 is covered up. And we can't make any more numbers up here that multiply to 12, since it's already used up. So my turn ended, and Leo gets to move either of the markers up here to a new number. And Leo's going to move the pink one to number 7. So take the number off, or the marker off number 2, and move it to number 7. So now we have 6 and 7 covered up. 6 times 7 is 42. And we have a problem. 42 is not on our game board. So, I think we'll give Leo another chance to pick a new number at the top to make one of the products that's on the bottom of the game board. Leo has decided to move the marker from the 7 on top of the 6. So we have 6 times 6. 6 times 6 is 36. So he puts a marker down here by the 36. Now I think Leo's strategy in doing that was, now you see there are 2 markers in a row. So if someone gets 2 more this way, then they would win the game. Now it's my turn. I'm going to move my marker from up top to the 3, so I have 6 times 3, and I can cover up 18 right here. So now we have 2 in a row across and 2 in a row up and down. Now it's Leo's turn. Also, I didn't realize this before, but we have 2 now in diagonal. We can also get 4 in a row diagonal, and that also counts as a win. So Leo is deciding what to do next. Leo wants to move the 6 marker up to the 8, and 3 times 8 is 24, so he can cover up the number 24 on the game board. I think for my next move, I'm going to move the 3 on top of the 8 to make 8 times 8. 8 times 8 is 64, so I'm going to put my marker on top of 64. And now on my game board, I have 3 in a row. Well, no, I have 2 in a row. I think I might have said something confusing before, and I just want to make sure that you know the reason I'm using different colors is because I have to get 4 pink in a row, and Leo has to get 4 blue in a row. I think I messed up saying that before, so I don't have 3 in a row. I only have 2 in a row right now, and I need 2 more to win the game. Now Leo would want to block me by getting the 14 or the 36, but he can't move this anywhere to get those numbers because 8 doesn't go into 14 or 36. But I think Leo is going to put a marker on 0, so then he can make the product 0 and get 2 of his markers in a row. And it's my turn. I'm going to move the 0 to the 2, and then I can make 16. There are 2 16s left, but I'm going to mark this one so then I have 1, 2, 3 in a row, and I can almost win down here. And Leo has decided to block me. He's going to put this marker on the 9 to make 9 times 2. 9 times 2 is 18, so he can cover up the 18 right here. And now he has gotten in my way, so I can't get 4 in a row. But I have another plan. I'm going to put the 2 on this 4 to make 9 times 4. 9 times 4 is 36, so I can make 3 in a row right here with the 36. Now Leo is stuck. Leo can't do anything to help him get 4 in a row. So Leo decides to put this marker on the 5 and make 9 times 5. 9 times 5 is 45, and we'll cover up 45 right here in blue for Leo. I have a plan, and I think I'm going to beat Leo. So I'm going to move this marker 9 all the way over here to 11. Now, you might think that 11 is supposed to be a 1, but I'm pretty sure it is an 11, so then we can multiply to make this 55 right here. So I'm going to put my marker on the 55 because 11 times 5 makes 55. Now, I have 3 in a row this way, and I have 3 in a row this way. And since that marker is on 11, Leo's going to try to block me right here on the 22. So Leo's moving this marker from the 5 to the 2. We get 11 times 2, which is 22 down here. You might think I'm worried, but that was actually my master plan this whole time. So now I have my 3 in a row blocked, but I still have this 3 in a row. And guess what? I can get this 14 now. Since Leo moved it to 2, I know 2 times 7 is 14. So I can move my marker, or this marker, to 7. 2 times 7 is 14, so then I can put one of my markers on this 14. And look, now I got 4 in a row, so I won the game. Good game, Leo. Thank you for playing with me. Hopefully, you now understand how to play our Connect 4 multiplication game. You can go ahead and remove all your markers from the game board and try again with someone else at home. So now we have a fresh, clean board, and I think Leo is ready for a rematch. And just like that, we finished our second week of our work packets. Awesome job. I do have a quick announcement. Starting next week, I'm going to have some help doing the videos. It's going to be one of our fellow teachers. So don't be surprised when you see her face pop up in some of our math videos. Enjoy your weekend!